divine in me.
Hello, hello everyone. Happy Sunday Funday. And we are here at the Expedito Enlightenment Center, 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in sunny West Palm Beach. And if you're not local to us, well, we are so glad that we are able to connect thanks to Facebook. So thank you, Facebook Live, for making this all possible. And thank you, all of you, for continuing to follow our Sunday Funday series. Did you miss us last week? Well, we decided that we want to shift and come back to the center, so we had a little bit of equipment to reorganize, and we are really glad to be here with all of you, and we're going to be answering your questions here live on Facebook. But I have a couple of things I wanted to share with you. We were talking to some people this week because we are getting ready for our wonderful Metaphysical Sunday that is coming up October 7th. And this is where we have a gathering of spiritual healers and teachers and spiritual guides, crystal healing bed therapy, we have Reiki, we have reflexology, we have crystals and jewelry and so much more. And I'll be giving mini sessions here at the Expedito Enlightenment Center. That's where our Metaphysical Day will be. So we'll be sure to post that in a lot of our feeds, so look for the information if you are local here to West Palm Beach, or perhaps you're visiting here in town. We would love to have you be our guest. Our Metaphysical Day is free, and any service that you receive is at a very wonderful introductory price, so it's a fun event just to mingle and get to talk to some people. And if a particular service strikes your fancy and you really want to share in that experience, then we welcome you. I also would love if you shared with me this September 25th, our wonderful angel class. I'm going to be teaching about angels. So if you'd like to learn more about angels, if that interests you, if you are looking to form that connection, you want to know how to manifest with angels, this is a great time to learn how to connect with all of the angels. And I would love to have you be a part of that. And it's okay if you're not local, because you can participate in our angel class. If you go online to SarahSpiritual.com, you will see an option to take it live via video. And I would love, no matter where you are all across the world, if you could participate in that. And this way we could spread the angel love all across the world. And then on the 23rd, if you're local in Fort Lauderdale, I'm going to be at the Metaphysical Chapel of South Florida. I'm going to be teaching the spiritual guide to keeping yourself protected. So if you need to know, as a spiritual person, how to navigate life and how to seal yourself off, how to shift energy, how to build a bridge of connection and communication with the protection angels, particularly Archangel Michael, then I would love to have you join us at the Metaphysical Chapel of South Florida. We'll be putting the address and the link to the Metaphysical Chapel of South Florida so that you could register to be a part of that spiritual protection class. It's going to be a powerful one. I know that many of you have expressed that you're going to be joining us, and I'd love to see you. It's being hosted by Reverend Kevin Lee. He's at the head of the Metaphysical Chapel of South Florida, so we are very connected to the Metaphysical Chapel of South Florida. And then on October 13th, those of you in the Fort Lauderdale area, if you would like to participate in our writer's workshop, I'm going to be teaching with a series of wonderful teachers as to how to write your book, how to promote your book, how to market your book. And we're going to be posting more information for that in the feed as well. So look for some of that information while we're answering questions and assisting people today in our wonderful Sunday Funday. But as a Sunday Funday, we always like to pick a topic, and today we want to manifest. So I see some questions in the feed, but before we go to the questions, I know you're anxious for your answers. You're like, hurry up, Sarah, there's a football game going on, and I need to see the last play. That's okay. We want to talk to you about manifestation. How many of you, just raise your hand, hello, me too, wants to manifest? Do you want to manifest something? I noticed I saw Aileen Olson, and she's online, and she was asking about her spiritual business. So Aileen, we're going to answer your question in the feed. But that's the perfect question. Think about it. She's asking, do you think I'm going to have my spiritual business and if it's going to be successful? So how many of you have a question like that? How many of you have a question that, well, it's something you want to create? And first of all, you need spirit to say, it's okay. It's all going to work out, and spirit has got your back, and everything's in divine alignment, and you're good. Well, if you're looking for that to happen, then great, you're in the right place, because we're definitely going to give you the guidance and the assistance. If you're looking for ways to create this, then again, you have come to the right place this Sunday Funday afternoon, because we're going to take a minute to teach you, to talk about how to create the energy of manifestation. Because I love answering questions for all of you, but what I especially love is empowering you, assisting you on the path of life and giving you the tools that can allow you to create whatever you want. It's already pre-programmed, you know. It's all inside of you. I know some of you online want to write books. Some of you online want to be photographers. Some of you want to be artists. Some of you are singers and dancers and performers. Some of you are spiritual healers and mentors and teachers. Some of you are looking to up-level your career. You're looking for a higher pay rate. You're looking to build that family in your life and invite the right partner. So if you want to create, let's create. Are you ready? Let's all envision what it is we want. And before I give you some tips and tools, let's create an environment of manifestation. Let's create the perfect environment to attract everything that you desire. I know you want it. And what you don't remember is that it's already there for you. Because we get distracted. How many of you had a bad day? How many of you had a bad week? How many of you were thinking, holy crow, can it get any worse? Well, those thoughts will pinch you off and block you from that manifestation process. So you ready? Take a deep breath. Let's erase the week. So long, farewell, right? We're going to say goodbye to the week. Say goodbye to everything that was bothering you. Like a bridge over troubled water, we're going to just walk over all the problems of the week. Just us. And when you're envisioning clearing the energy, if there's something that you noticed in the world that created some uneasiness, some angst, well, go ahead, include that. Throw it in that troubled water, because we're going to walk over the bridge of troubles. And we're going to step onto the manifestation's shores. Are you ready? Take a breath in the moment of now. In the moment of now, you are in complete alignment with everything that you desire. In the moment of now, you are collaborating with the universe. The infinite supply of the universe flows to you with ease and grace. And everything is in perfect divine order. You are the commanding force of energy that draws forth unto you all that is already yours. And you are in tune with the remembering of all that you have come to accomplish. and all that you have come to share and experience in this life. And you are aware that through the journey, there will be moments that will create the contrast necessary so that you can recognize what you do want and what you don't want. And what you don't want is perfectly wonderful because it serves as a stepping stone to the greatness that you will create. There is no experience that has gone unnoticed, for everything has a purpose. But now, right now, in this moment of now, this now time, this powerful time of you can create all that you desire. Because in the moment of now, as you breathe in the breath of life, you are filled with source energy. And source energy flows through you and ignites the passion, the desire, the energy, the fortitude, the courage, the knowledge, the wisdom, and of course the love to create anything within your ability to vision. So as you envision whatever it is, see it complete. Know that the source energy inside of you is fueling your every desire, and that the human condition is just that, a condition, that the source energy, the power inside of you, the fuel inside of you, has the power to dissolve and draw forth from any experience that which will raise you up. So up we go right now in this moment of now. There is no star too high. There is no planet unreachable. There is no goal, no desire that has not been born within you. It is your birthright to claim it. It is your birthright to choose the power of freedom, the power of love, the power of healing, the power of wisdom, the power of caring and giving and holding within you all that you desire and sharing it to the world. There is no comparing mind in this moment of now. There is no he said, she said. There is no what happened before. There is no story that precedes this moment that can interfere, block, and slow down and impede your journey forward. So are you ready? Say with me, I am ready. I can do it. I am the being that I have come to be. I am peaceful. I am joyful. I am abundant. I am powerful. I am courageous. I am an infinite being that will live my destiny with peace, joy, harmony, and love. I am that I am. Oh, did you feel that? Did you feel that radiance? Did you feel that power? That's the power that we encourage you to surround yourself with every day. And what I love about technology is that this will allow you to go back to this feed, scroll back to what we shared, and play it again and again and again and again. And if there is someone that you feel could use this exercise, please share it. It is our gift to you, and you have the opportunity to pay it forward. You have the opportunity to be the radiant being that you've come to be. You know, we've all heard a story. Weren't you told a few things that made you feel that you were less than perfect? Didn't you experience some things that, well, left you a little jaded and hurt? And maybe some of them were tragic. There are reasons why things are drawn to us. But you have the power to choose to change those experiences and use them for your highest good. Life is a journey that you can choose to enjoy, no matter what the obstacle before you. Sometimes we get gripped with fear, a little panic. We worry. We just don't know how we're going to get to where we want to go. So we freak out. We worry. But it really hurts us because it removes us from that force of energy that we were just talking about. That manifestation power, that surge of source that flows through you. Can you imagine if every day you woke up and you said, I am flowing in the surge of source energy, and source energy is what fuels me, so therefore I can do anything? I am in alignment with divine source. I am in alignment with God. The divine supreme power of God flows within me. Therefore, I am an expression of God in motion. I always love saying that I am an expression of God in motion. You're created in the likeness of the Creator. It's all there for you. And the same power used to create an entire universe is the same power that you have readily available to you. So you know that book that was written, Everything You Ever Needed to Know About Life, you learned in kindergarten? They did not tell us that in kindergarten, I can assure you. They didn't say that you're a radiant being that has the power and the source within that can do anything. So just plug yourself right back into source and you can do it all. I don't think they told us that in kindergarten. So now it's time for you to school you, parent you, redesign you, reposition your interpretation of things. No longer look at things as a hardship. Don't look at them as something that hurt you, disturbed you, brought you down. That might have been what the experience felt like, and no one's ever going to minimize and say it didn't happen. It happened, and you felt it, and you are entitled to your feelings. But the source within you is more powerful than those feelings, and you can choose to reframe the story so that now, in retrospect, you can see the experience and find the highest good in the experience and forgive and release everything that's holding you back. One of the greatest blockages to manifestation is holding on to the pain, holding on to the disappointment, and telling the story again and again and again and again. My story, let me tell you my story. Oh my God, you never know what happened to me. And then we go on and we go on and we go on and we go on. Even some of the injustices that we see going on in the world, sometimes talking about it is not going to make it better. I know it's something we're taught to do as humans. Let me just express myself. Let me say it out loud. But then you forget that that force of energy, that source, that surge source of energy that's flowing in you is fueling energy to the same experience that you abhor, that you despise, that you do not want to have in the world that you live in. And yet you keep telling the story. See it differently. Envision it differently. And if you want to say anything to someone, be it about how animals are treated, how humans treat humans, be it about an upcoming storm, a hurricane, a tragedy, say to someone, I'm seeing that hurricane differently than it's shown on the picture. The news is showing it one way, but I'm choosing to see it dissipate and dissolve. I'm seeing everyone perfectly safe and everything wonderful. Tell someone that you're choosing to see it differently. If there's a popular story going on, you'll be the one to raise your hand and say, you know what? I'm choosing to see it differently. I'm choosing to see it in a brighter light. I know some of your friends will say, oh my goodness, what's wrong with her or him? But you're doing it to shift the energy. Because there'll be someone, I promise you, in that group that will say, you know, we should do that. That's right. And by doing that, you shift the attention of the people who are manifesting exactly what they don't want in their world, in their life. You're choosing to shift that energy for them so that they can decide if they want to ride that surge of energy. Wouldn't it be great if when we heard the way a surge of energy is going, as mankind and human beings are talking about the atrocities across the planet, the things that really cause us angst, or maybe politics, if you could just focus on something that has a light to shine, and shine the light, What a wonderful world it would be, yes? Do you join me with this? Raise your hand on our feed. I want to see as many hands raised. Just say, hey, I'm here. I'm sharing and choosing to ride the surge of manifestation and see the world differently and not hold it heavy in my heart. That which is in my heart that feels heavy, I'm throwing it out the window. It no longer serves me. Choose the choice that makes you feel good. If it makes you feel happy, well, gee, it can't be that bad, right? Are you ready to manifest? Write down tonight everything you desire and come back to the Facebook feed and go to the beginning of this and listen to what we said. Write it down, make it your mantra. Share it with everyone. Maybe we'll share it on Instagram. We'll put the information on Instagram so you can follow me on SarahSpiritual on Instagram, on the Instagram TV, and you can share that. And this way you'll have the snippet to hear it over and over and over. And as you listen to it, write down what you want. Write down what your soul knows is yours. After all, you were created by a great creator. And that great creator created you out of love. And the fuel that surges within you, that source that feeds and fuels all your desires, is the force of love. Let's share the love. Let's share the light. Happy Sunday Funday. So glad that you're here with me, Sarah Spiritual, and each one of us is together, experiencing this day, this moment. In the moment of now, we are all one, and we are all in perfect alignment. Let's go to our Facebook feed. I am sure that we've been building up some questions, right? And now's the time to start answering questions. But I do want you to ask your most burning question. And I do encourage you to put your birthday. And if you can give me a specific question or a specific area you'd like me to check, it makes it easier for me to grab the information and bring it to you. Because we like when this moves quickly, don't you? It's not like I have 30 minutes with you. But if you would like a personal session with me, Sarah Spiritual, then visit SarahSpiritual.com, and then we'll see what Spirit has to say. But for now, let's see what we've got going on. You know, I would like to start with Aileen Olson. If you have that question.
I can't scroll back to it. Facebook is not letting me scroll back that far.
Okay, so Aileen Olson, repeat the question in the feed if you can. And I'm going to write you on my list so that I am sure to include you. And then we will take it from there. Who else do we have a question on Facebook from? Let's see what the spirit guides have to say to all of you.
Okay. Let's start over here with Jesus Olvera. Sarah, good afternoon. What do you see for me related to work? November 1367.
Jesus Olvera, the first thing I feel is like you're blocked, like we're not where we want to be in this journey. I actually feel like you're getting ready to make a change, or you want to make a change. There doesn't seem to be the fluidity in work and the flow of abundance around you. I feel like there's an opportunity that will come to you. And I like your birthday. I love your birthday because it makes me feel as if your birthday present has to do with some increase, that the universe has abundance coming for you. Work feels spotty, or doesn't feel like it's been the right job or work or flow of finances for you. But I feel that when your birthday comes, it opens up this energy of expansion, And then if I spin you out to 2019, I see you kind of closing some doors and making a lot of changes that put you in a better position for the future. My spirit guides tell me you're thinking of the future. What am I going to do in the future? How is my future look, and how am I going to be able to sustain myself? So I do see changes coming for you. I see increase. It's just right now I feel like you're a bit in a stagnation, but that's going to make a change for you. Thank you for your Facebook question. Who else has a Facebook question?
We had Aileen post her question again.
Okay.
She said, will my spiritual business be successful, and if so, when?
Oh, I love that question, Aileen. So first of all, Aileen Olson, thank you so much for participating at the Expedito Enlightenment Center. And, well, Jiminy Crickets, you are supported by the Expedito Enlightenment Center Energy and Spirit Guides, so of course it's going to be successful. But I do feel that you are on a step-by-step process right now, that you're getting some really good ideas. And as these ideas come, you're meeting different people. And then as you meet new people, some of the ideas that you thought were good ideas, you're going, well, that's good, but now I've got a better idea. So I feel like you're going through the basket of possibilities as to how to create this spiritual business and create it in a way that is free and fun. Because, Aileen, it's been so restrictive for a good part of your life that the spiritual business that you seek to create is meant to be fueled with freedom and footloose, fancy-free energy and kindness and love and light. And freedom is, see, they keep telling me freedom, she needs to be free. So when I spin you out, Aileen, what is Aileen's birthday? Did we get that? As I spin you out in the 2019 to 2020, because everyone, did you notice? It is the middle of September. Happy New Year. It's going to be 2019 before we know it. So Aileen, as I spin you out to 2019, spin you into 2020, 2020, I feel like we're on really good solid ground for this spiritual practice. And that 2019 is a steady increment building block of business. And my spirit guides have some ideas for you, Aileen. So I do hope you and I get to talk about some of the things that are coming for you so that we can kind of position things just right. I do see success. I do see that in 2022, oh good Lord, 222, that you no longer are connected to any steady work having to do with conditioned world existence. We are free, we are in our spiritual business that has been established, and we are very happy. So Aileen, yes, happiness, success, when? Look to 2019 to really get this going for you. And then the journey from 2019 to 2022 is an up, 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 and away you go. Thank you, Aileen, for your Facebook question. Much love to you, and thank you for sharing this experience with me. God bless you. Who else has a Facebook question?
We have Carrie Vaughn. Hi, Sarah. Any spirit messages for me? 7560.
So, Carrie, one thing I'm made aware of is that there's a lot of spiritual energy around you, Carrie Vaughn. I feel as if you're very connected in healing energy. Angels are around you. I feel as if there's a spiritual practice or way of being for you to focus on as well. And when I take you into October of this year, which is next month, I feel that there's a shift. I get the sense that something isn't quite right in the finances for you right now, and that you're looking to make a change. And we've got to get that to flow better. And as the finances start to flow better in October, I don't know if there's evaluation, or there's some decision or something that's made that allows you to start to feel a little more expansive in your finances, at least in the conditioned world. Now, based on the exercise we all did today, we should all be feeling very expansive and trust that it can come from any portal of abundance. But Carrie Vaughn, I feel that you are going to step into 2019 on solid ground. I see that there'll be more spiritual connections, and that you will be kind of in a different dynamic in your spiritual ways, and combining that with more finances in your 2019 year. Thank you so much, Carrie Vaughn, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have today?
All right, let's bring the next one up here. Alicia Keys. Hi, Sarah. Does Spirit have a message for me regarding love? Oh, Alicia Miller is her name. 11/1/78.
Okay. Well, Alicia, this 12-month period that I start from your birthday, no, June through your birthday to March of next year, make me feel as if it's a strong time of love for you. That this is the perfect time for work on relationships, interpersonal relationships, and that love is going to be an important part of this next 9-month period for you. And having loving relationships with everyone around you is becoming more and more paramount. And the people that you don't jive with and you're not feeling that flow with, Alicia, those are the people that you're choosing to be like, oh no, I'm not going to be in that person's company. But I do feel energy of a person around you, or an interest of someone, or connected to you. So Alicia Miller, if you have a birthday of someone connected to you that you want me to kind of mesh with this question, then go ahead and put it in the Facebook feed, and we will continue to connect with that for you. But Alicia, this is a time of great love, great loving relationships, friendships, and family. And this is the time to lay strong foundations in your life for loving relationships in all areas. Thank you, Alicia. I look forward to that birthday if there's someone you want to share with me so that I can make the connection for you. Who else do we have?
Next is Carrie Luciano. Sarah, she says, you give me great inspiration and love. Any messages from the angels for me? 4/30/61. She said she's feeling scared.
Carrie, you've been going through a lot of changes, and these changes are almost overwhelming to you. It's like more than you can handle. And I'm also getting the sense, Carrie, that you're feeling alone, and the angels want you to know that you're not alone. Archangel Michael steps up with you. I also have Archangel Raphael, and Raphael is the healing angel. And he's working to heal you in the heart area, in your emotional area. I feel this pressure in the chest, almost as if you have a lot of anxiety, and there's angst, and there's also lack of sleep. We're not sleeping right. So Carrie, what they let me know is that we're closing the doors on some things, and life will be full of changes, and the road is going to be bumpy between now and December. But when I step you into February of next year, and I know you're like, but you skipped January. What happens in January? It's like January opens the doors and things start to fall in place. I'm feeling the health is out of whack with you, Carrie. I'm feeling that there's a lot of anxiety. And I also feel that things are changing around you that you feel like you don't have control over. And so you're spiraling out of control. Center yourself, know the angels are with you, and that you're not alone. All right, Carrie? I feel like there's a specific area we want to talk about here. And if you'd like to ask me that in the messenger, I can take a look at that later, because I feel like it's a little too sensitive to do in a general Facebook feed. If that is correct, Carrie, and you'd like to seek additional guidance, feel free to leave it in my messenger. Thank you, Carrie, and we will hold the space of healing, love, and inner peace for you on this day. Thank you. Who else has a Facebook question?
Next is Anita Joseph, 5/22/71. She's asking what Spirit has to say about her business venture.
Great business venture. Business plan is not completely in order yet. We need to kind of line up opportunities, line up people. You don't have all the connections in place. However, in the next 5 months, you can put quite a bit together and put together the company, put together the documentation. There's wonderful things that you can do to support the creation of this business. And it will be successful. It is something that you have to really hold tight within you right now, Anita. Be careful to just plan it, hold the vision. You know, there's a line that says, let your desires be spoken only to God. At this time, let's just have that conversation with God and the rest of us on Facebook, of course. But hold that vision near and dear to yourself, Anita, And that's the safe container of inspiration and motivation and blessings. And as you fill the box with all of these blessings, it will overflow into the most magnificent business. And in 2019, I see you're on my spirit guides say, the Success Express. So thank you, Anita, for your Facebook question. Who else has a Facebook question for us today?
We have Daisy Crespo, 32567. It looks like she's like a message on work and being a teacher from Spirit.
Okay, so but Daisy, one of the things my spirit guides tell me is that you like to create harmony with people. You like to empower people. And I don't see the teaching limited to children or schoolroom or classroom. I feel like you're a good role model, a great empowerment coach for people. You know, when I looked at your question and I heard Spirit, I heard this song, I like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I feel the harmonies with you. I feel as if this is something that you're working on perfecting or growing, expanding, or making a change between work, teacher. So as you make this shift, Daisy, know that you are on track, but don't limit yourself to societary ways of teaching and the conditions that are in place. They're all great. They're of great assistance. We have great programs together to assist people in learning, but I want you to think of it out of the box, because there's a great out-of-the-box pop-up surprise that's coming for you. If you embrace the fact that you're a teacher, that is a teacher of much knowledge. Thank you, Daisy, for your Facebook question. Who else has a question?
Okay, next we have Munika Chula. Does Spirit have a message for me in the love department? 22578.
Moneka Chula, is there a person's birthday you want me to tie into this love question? Because I'm feeling, you look at my face, I'm like, oh, Moneka Chula, I'm not feeling a happy party right here. I'm feeling a lot of stagnation, I'm feeling angst, I'm feeling division, I'm feeling disconnect, I'm not feeling like love is flowing the way you would like it to. Is there a birthday you want me to look into? I'll look for that person to see the connection. But right now, something is not on the same page with love. I do know, Muneka Chula, that love is coming in a stronger form than what you've experienced. And by that I mean, if there's a current relationship going on now that's at a disconnect, the way I see it,
321 for that birthday.
321. Okay. The way I see it in that energy is that as I see that energy, that disconnect, there's a chance that we can work together and strengthen the bond in this relationship and up-level the connection and then turn the love into something powerful and, well, kind of close to what you've always wanted. But this person seems resistant to commitment. This person seems resistant to really taking it to a full connection, this full authenticity, this vulnerability and intimacy. So if this person is not on track with you by the end of this year, later, I see someone else stepping in. So work on the relationship. If the relationship does not fulfill you and give you what you desire, there's another partner coming. And you will have a much stronger experience because you will be more in tune with your own feelings and what it is you desire. So good luck with this one. It's going to take a little bit of work. All right? Thank you so much for your Facebook question. Who else has a Facebook question?
We have Mikkelda, 41891. She asks, what career field does Spirit think is for me?
Well, Mikkelda, one of the first things Spirit tells me is that you're very good with people. People like you, they trust you, but you also have difficulty with people because you're very transparent, upfront, authentic, and not everybody that you have the opportunity to meet and share with is as authentic. That said, you're good with people. Good with people, people in sales, teaching people, guiding people. You are also very good at, you like to make money, they tell me. They're like, she wants to make money. She wants to make big money, Sarah. I do feel that you have the stick-to-itiveness, the wherewithal, the perseverance to be a wonderful salesperson and not to be limited to one type of sales. You can try several types of sales until you find the one that is best suited for you and your lifestyle. I feel that you're good with people, and that will lead you down a path of building relationships with people that would involve project management, managing of people, and anything in sales and marketing. So Matilda, I wish you much success in your sales career that I see around you now, and I know that it's going to lead you to other great things. Thank you, Matilda, for your Facebook question. Who else has a Facebook question?
Next is Suzanne Ackles. She says, hi Sarah, do you see me getting a new job? 4460.
4460. Suzanne, the first thing that I'm aware of is that this 2018 opened up an opportunity for new beginnings and fresh starts. And I feel as if the past 2 years have been really difficult for you, Suzanne. And you've been hit with a lot of, how shall we say, complications. And life has seemed to have thrown you some curveballs, is the better word. So I feel like your attention was distracted and you weren't able to take care of you and do what fuels you and makes you happy. I do feel that there will be a job change coming for you, and this makes me feel as if it's a change that's not just a new job, but a slightly different aspect of career. I feel like it's a division of what you're doing, because I feel that what you're doing seems to have been very stagnant and heavy and weighed you down. And you're looking for something that's less restrictive, something that allows you to kind of work a bit independently. And I feel that this year is going to offer you this new beginning. So seek work outside of your current environment and look for the aspects of your current job that you enjoy, your current passion, whatever fuels you, and those will assist you moving forward. I feel that you want to work, but you have to pace yourself as well, Suzanne, because it's important that you do a lot of self-care in this year as well, so that when you go step into 2019, you are able to enjoy and be happy and just free doing what fuels your heart. It's time for you, Suzanne, to be happy. I do see new work on the horizon, and you will find the pace and the job that suits you in the near future, next 3 months. Thank you, Suzanne, for your Facebook question.
Next we have Joey Emmanuel. He'd like a message on money and health, 10/14/63. He says this month it's been go, go, go.
Okay, Joey. Well, Joey Emmanuel, the first thing that I'm made aware of here is that this year is a go-go year for you. It is expansion. I feel like you're getting hit from many different portals, many different ways. The angels bring forth to me new ideas, new opportunities. So I'm feeling you a little scattered, a little spread too thin. It's going to settle in. We're going to settle in by your birthday, mid-October. Things feel on track for you. And then at that time, the money starts to consistently flow in. I feel as if there's change in a consistent flow of money. So be it some investment, the investment begins to shift. I feel like there's an investment that pays out slightly different amount, a little bit more regularly, and that you can count on. As far as your health, you've been doing a lot of self-care, Joey, and this is an important time for you to do self-care. It's important for you to connect to your inner being, to nurture the body, head to toe, they tell me. And for you to, I know you meditate, but also for you to spend as much time outside in nature, and for you to make an adjustment in some of the minerals and things that are necessary for fueling the rejuvenation of the body. I see the energy of the cells up leveling. I feel as if there's a lot of infusion of shifts of energy in your cellular structure, and this is an important time for you to nurture your body with some basic foods and basic minerals that will strengthen the body and also perfect the psychic awareness that is around you. Thank you, Joey Emmanuel. It's going to be a great end of the year for you. And don't think you're slowing down anytime soon, my friend. Busy, busy, busy. Thank you. Who else has a Facebook question for us today?
Next we have Antonia Carter, 3779. Any messages for me about starting a family?
You've been looking forward to starting a family since you were a little girl, is how they make me feel. And Antonia, one of the things that they let me know is that this next year and a half opens up that opportunity for pregnancy and the beginning of family. So plan accordingly and then trust the universe will bring it in perfect timing. In the starting of the family, I see two little ones, two little spirits that come. I don't say they come together though, but I do see two spirits. So that makes me aware that in a short time, within this next year and a half, we have one pregnancy, and then it's followed by another pregnancy. I don't see a lot of time between those two pregnancies, so get yourself ready. You're going to be a very busy mommy. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. Who else has a Facebook question?
All right, next we have Alicia Cross. Oh, I'm almost losing her message. Do you see anyone, love interest in my immediate future? 2/20/64.
I don't feel that, Alicia, that I see any strong candidates that are going to throw you a lifeline and you're going to spend the rest of your life with at this time. I feel as if we've had some false starts in romance, false starts in love relationships. We've had some disappointments as well, is what they show me. When I look into this energy, Alicia, I also feel that you've been getting ready for love, and that as much as you say you want a relationship, there's a little hesitancy because you're like, holy crow, if I go through what I went through before, I don't know if I can do it again. So careful with that emotion, because that fear, that angst, that worry of repeating a pattern or attracting what you don't want, you got a list of what you don't want. I would think it would be wonderful in the manifestation process now for you to only focus on what it is you do want. And I do see love relationship, love partner. They tell me you don't want to be alone, and I know nobody really wants to be alone, but there's a fear in there, there's a worry there, and I can assure you, Alicia, you're not going to be alone. I do see love, I do see partnership for you, and I do feel that this next 9-month time brings in friendship, partnership, companionship. Yeah, I feel like we're going to start slow in this relationship that I see coming, and it's going to last. So focus on what it is you want, and in the moment of now, you are attracting divine love, a divine mate, a divine partner that is the spark that is meant to dwell and fuel the joy that will be, that is your life. Thank you, Alicia Cross, for your Facebook question. Who else has a Facebook question?
Next is Cindy Altman, 12/15/58. She says, my financial future is hanging by a thread. Please tell me what you see.
Okay, well, if the thread is dental floss, we got hope, honey. You are fine. I know you're seeing the thread. Now let's focus on the fact that you are building a future. Okay, so you can tell me, Sarah, I've been planning for my future, and now I'm in the future, and the moment of now, I'm hanging by a thread. I hear you. But I can tell you, Cindy Altman, that the shift that I see coming for you is going to be one that I feel like we're going to up level. I feel as if there's some financial influx or work or idea. You've been coming from a place, Cindy, of fear and limited thinking. We're going to open up that thought process and say, in the moment of now, I can collaborate with the universe, and I am open to receive abundance, money, finances through multiple streams, through multiple portals, the universe flows income to me. And I feel like you've been so conditioned by the rat race of life. Like if you go to work and you work hard, you're going to have money. And the harder you work, the more you have. But then you haven't had quality of life either. And I feel as if the fear is grabbing you. When I take you into the end of this year, you have a better grasp on how you're going to make this shift. Because I know that I'll use the word fear because that's the word they keep throwing me. She has fear. The fear that's around you, you're going to shift that fear and you're going to have a sense of knowing that it is going to be okay and that you can do it. I also get the sense that you feel like you're doing everything alone, and you're not alone. Write down the desired amount of abundance that would make your life wonderful. I didn't say write down what you need. I don't want you to come from a place of need. And I say this to you and anyone else who's hanging by a thread, right? And if the thread is dental floss, we're doing good because it's kind of hard to break dental floss, right? So, I'm making a joke. So if you can look at that energy and say, in this moment, I'm collaborating with the universe and I'm going to create a flow of abundance that's going to equal this amount, and you do not hold on to you how it's going to come to you, the how being up to Source God, the Creator, amazing things are going to happen. Something unexpected can happen. But I need you to look at me right now, Cindy, and say, I believe. And because you have to believe that something is possible, that something can change, that something will be different. And if we believe that that is possible, amazing things will happen. So Cindy, do you believe? Okay. A shift is coming. The thread is stronger than you think. And then I see a bunch of other threads for you to hang on to. And then we swing you like Tarzan and Jane onto solid ground. And in 2019, you're feeling much more steady. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. I hope you continue to follow us and follow the feed. I'm grateful for you. It'll be okay. Thank you. Who else has a Facebook question for us?
We have Irene Vasquez. She says, hi, Sarah. Where is my life going and my finances? 6161. And she's also asking if her brother is, I guess she meant near, but she wrote here.
Okay, let's see. Irene Vasquez, very connected to spirit, very gifted, a lot of strong spirit energy around you. I see the Blessed Mother around you. I have Blessed Virgin Mary with you, so I get the sense that she's connected and perhaps you pray to her as well. This year has been a rocky year for you. I actually take you to the middle of last year, the middle of 2017, and they make me feel as if it was, just rocky. And now you're sitting back going, well, what comes for me the next 20, 30 years? And this is where the worry and the concern is. And you know, it's interesting, I'm looking at a lot of people feeling like, wow, I'm not secure in my finances. And we want to change that mindset. It's very easy to have it grab a hold of you and say to you like, oh, wow, you look at the bank account, you look at what you have in front of you and you go, it's not enough. Well, it is enough because from that there will come more, and we have to be open and believe that something more is coming. And when I look at, let's just pull that back there for me a minute here. When I look at the energy, Irene, and I see that this year we've making a lot of changes. We've kind of closed a lot of doors with people. I feel like you had to walk away and you're feeling this push to make a change. And that's also creating some of the fear and the angst around you, Irene, because you don't know what to do next. You have two people who are very close to you in spirit, a male figure, and there's also a female figure stands above you. Actually makes me feel as if she's mother, grandmother energy. She's on the mother's side of the family. You're very much loved, very supported. I feel like you've done a lot for your family. You've helped as many people as you can, and now's the time for you to nurture you and for you to take care of you, Irene. It's going to be a much more solid time in the next few months. And your life is really going to lead you down a path where you stay connected to family, you stay connected with friends, but I feel like there's a move or a shift or a change, and that creates a whole new vibration around you. So if you've been considering moving, downsizing, if you're not moving, it's remodeling, it's a good time to give thought to some of that, because it's necessary for you to make a change so that you can have a different perspective on life and things will feel better for you. Thank you, Irene, for your Facebook question.
Next we have Dulce Candy.
Okay.
12/11/74. She's asking, will I buy a house?
You will buy a house, Candy, and the timeline in the house buying, when I look at the house buying, I take it this year seems close. I don't really know that I want to say I see you in a new house moving this year, but I feel that when 2019 starts, that there's an opportunity and you want to choose to make the change, because whatever agreements you have in place for whatever lease or whatever the story is, you want to make sure that you don't have to renew that and continue that. I know that this 2019 may be a stretch for you because not everything is in order for the support of buying the house yet. If it is your goal to get it done in February, March, April of 2019, that's where they take me, then envision it, see it, feel it, and do what you need to do financially to put things in order for that, and the universe will handle the rest. Between 2019 and 2020, there is a house. If you leave things as they are and you don't make an adjustment, make a different move or get a different part-time job, something else to kind of balance things out, then the change of February, March, April may get pushed back closer towards the 2020 time. So that is up to you, but yes, I see you in a new house between now and 2020. I know the goal is for as soon as possible. So Candy, let's get cracking, honey. There's a house in your future. Thank you for your Facebook question. You know, it's so interesting, Helena, that, you know, everyone is looking to make changes, and a lot of these changes, we have been conditioned to believe that finances dictate what we can and cannot have. But when we make a path and we choose it, and we say, this is what I choose to do, the universe is always putting in front of us exactly what we need. We just have to, well, disconnect from the fear and the conditioned ways and all the past stories that we've had. We have to disconnect and trust that, well, everything's going to happen in perfect order and that we are fully supported by the universe. But the minute that fear of financial abundance grabs hold of us and we look and we go, oh my God, I don't have enough. What am I going to do? I can't make my car payment. I don't have enough to make the move that I want. Or my job is cutting back. I'm afraid I'm going to lose my job. The minute we start to feel that angst, we really start to spiral ourselves down, and we have to just kind of pull back and go, okay, God, okay, universe, okay, angels, you got better get this, because I did all I can. The rest is with you. And it's when you toss your hands up in the air and you trust that they've got you, that they've got you. All right, we're going to continue to answer some questions on Facebook here. Let's see who else has a question for me here on Facebook.
We have Lydia Vargas. She says, hi, Sarah. Does the spirit angel have something for me in love or in the financial department? 7/19/63.
7/19/63. You know, Lydia, this is a time for you to really work within yourself. I feel as if you are ready for changes on many levels of your life. And there's a part of you that's afraid to make a change. Almost as if, well, if you keep doing what you're doing, at least you know what you're going to get. But then there's this push coming in from underneath, deep in the soul, that's saying, come on, Lydia, you can do more. Come on, Lydia, if you're not happy, let's change. Come on, Lydia, let's do it. And you're weighing the pros and cons, but I feel like, Lydia, that you're, I don't know, kind of losing yourself in the thought process of it, you're a very stable, steady, reliable, loyal, responsible person, and everybody's counting on you, Lydia. How are you going to put you first? Gosh darn it, Lydia. Put yourself first, please. The universe, the angels, the guides want you to nurture you. The finances seem, I don't know, spotty. I feel like sometimes we are on track, everything's fine, and then all of a sudden something comes out of the blue just when you thought you were on top of the world, and bam, things come crashing down again. So it's making me feel that the thought to make a change in career or job or open a business, do some side project that brings additional revenue is a great idea. So when those ideas are popping up, don't put them down and put them to the side. Trust that they're being prompted because there's another opportunity that's going to make things a lot easier for you, Lydia. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. Who else has a Facebook question?
We have Seeking Wisdom, 72365. They want to know what spiritual path they're meant to focus on. They're all over the place right now.
Okay, Seeking Wisdom. Let me tell you, Miss Seeking Wisdom. Let me see here. Well, are you ready? You're going to be all over the place for a little bit longer. Between 2018 and 2020, I feel like it's almost like you're at a taste testing for food. You're going to try a little something, you're going to try something else, you're going to dabble in something else. I feel that you're being influenced by too many people, too many spiritual teachers, too many mentors, too many ideas. But the curiosity, and you know what they say about curiosity, kill the cat, right? Curiosity's running over, I want to try this, or what do I think of this, or how about this? Oh, this is good, better than sliced bread. So the curiosity of it is causing you to kind of lift the top of different opportunities. And that's not necessarily all bad, because what you're coming to understand is that you are such a gifted spiritual person that it's going to be impossible seeking wisdom for you to focus on one thing. Just not happening. So with that said, I see the gift of prophecy, the gift of sight, the spiritual connectivity. I see that you're gifted with messages. I see that there's a lot of healing energy around you, and that there's different modalities to be explored and used. And I also see a lot of movement and music around you. So I get the sense that as you're lifting up the little cookie jars to see how many cookies you can eat in this spiritual journey of wisdom that you're on, that as you're seeking this wisdom, the more wisdom you seek, the more great tastes you experience, and the more you fine-tune that which is perfect for you. If I were to place you somewhere, I'd place you right in the healing energy. I feel that you have the gift of healing through what you say, through what you do with people. You make them feel comfortable. So explore the healing, but don't pinch yourself off from other experiences, because they are each giving you a little gift of remembering who you are in the soul of you, so that the totality that is you, it's a powerful being that you are, that totality will be expressed in the true, unique radiance that is going to incorporate all the little aspects that felt so scattered. So just be grateful for the opportunity to experience many different things, and don't judge yourself so harshly, my dear. And I see a much more settled feeling in January of 2019. So, Miss Seeking Wisdom, keep seeking, because you're on track. And just be easy with yourself. It's going to all come together perfectly. Give it about 5 months. You'll feel a lot more secure. And as I say that to you, I hear this really, really high pitch from the angels. Makes me feel that the angels have been guiding your every step, even those that you are judging a little scattered. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. Who else has a Facebook question for us?
Next we have Christian Johnson. Hello, Sarah. Does the Spirit have any message for me about a check or money to be paid to me? And will I ever get married? 7/29/83.
Well, let's talk about the check, the money that's to be paid to you. Feels very, I'm going to use the word long overdue, and I actually feel like something hasn't been done right to facilitate and make this happen properly. So I feel like you still have to rattle some cages and kind of draw attention so that this can get done. They give me the month of 7. I know your birthday's in the month of 7. So they give me the number 7. So the number 7 makes me feel that in the next 7 months, this has to be resolved. They go like this to me. And Christian, whenever they go like this, that means it's been dragged out. You've been dragged through the mud. It's not been pretty. I don't think everyone's like truthful. Like things are just really held up. So Christian, it's coming soon. Will you ever get married? Well, I don't know that you're really doing everything you can to get married. Are we thinking that our partner is going to just show up at the doorstep like a UPS box? You're going to open it and they're going to pop out? Christian, you have to start to begin with writing what it is you want in a relationship. Really envision yourself with the partner. Write it down. You know, we have the new moon growing to the full moon. This is a perfect time. I say this to you and anyone who wants to manifest something. Write down what it is we want. Really hold that energy. Write down all the aspects of a partner that we desire. So if you want them fun-loving, if you want them loyal, good conversationalist, if you want someone spiritual, make a really intense list of all the aspects that you desire. And then when you go out daily, feel as if this is the day you're going to meet the person. And you will serve as the magnet to attract the life partner. I'm not feeling that you're attracting people who are really ready for a relationship. They may be ready for a moment, but I'm not feeling that full connection of partnership for marriage. So hold that vision. Will you ever get married? Yes, you will. The timeline is going to be a little bit more dictated by you, your thoughts, your emotions. Sometimes you think you want it and you draw it forth, and other times you're not so sure. So I'm going to take you into between now and 2020 for this meeting of a partner that we would marry. And if you speed up your part of the work, you could be married by 2020. I hope you invite me to the wedding, Christian. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. Who else has a Facebook question for us?
We have Irene Garcia asking for a message for her son, 8799. What did the angels see for him?
8799?
Yes.
Okay. What is the son's name?
I'll look for that in the feed.
Irene. Okay, Irene. You know, your son, great heart, great individual. I just feel that there's a lot of uncertainty. I feel like your son's not communicating everything that's really going on with him. I feel like he keeps a lot to himself. And I feel like it's time for him to branch out and pick the path that he wants. And I see insecurity there. I see uncertainty. I feel like your son needs some coaching, some guidance, maybe even some counseling. Not because I feel that there's something out of sorts with the emotions and the personality, as much as I feel that they are having trouble grasping their own thoughts as to what makes them happy. Irene, I feel as if things have been challenging for you in the family. Things have not always been easy. So a lot of you are just emotionally and physically tired. I'd love some feedback in the feed on that. Let's see, did we get her son's name, please?
No, we have not.
Okay, so we're going to hold that for you, Irene. I do feel that your son has a lot of changes coming into now in June of next year. And I see some schooling that has to happen for your son. So let's see if you can give me your son's name in the Facebook feed. I'm going to go on to the next question. I know we have quite a few questions and see what's going on. Okay.
Okay, next we have Maria Zupo. She says, "Hi Sarah, what does Spirit say about my current job? 2184."
Maria Zupo, how you like that job? I think you're good at what you do. I can't say the same for everything around you. Like I feel like the environment where you are is a little chaotic, a little unstable. I don't feel that your current job is filling you with joy and making you feel like this is the place you really want to stay. But what I do see is that there it's giving you ideas and things that you would like to do next. So look in the job organization and see if there's some place else you can go. If there's nowhere else for you to go there, which I'm kind of feeling it's narrow, it doesn't really have a lot of ability to branch out where you work right now, Maria Zupo. I feel that you will change jobs. You may not get the job change accomplished by the end of the year, but I feel strongly that you want to open up portals of energy to look to see what other opportunities are out there for you, Maria Zupo, so that you can change jobs to feel a little bit more comfortable. I understand that when we're in an environment, we can't predict the environment we're going to be working in until we get there. But I just feel that where you are now just seems very unsettled and a little chaotic. So thank you for your Facebook question. Who else has a question? Oh, Irene answered us here a bit, right? She says, thank you, God bless you. So I guess I covered Irene, right? So Irene must be good. Okay.
Let's go to Venalee.
Venalee, how are you? Thank you for joining us here on Facebook. What is Venalee's question?
She's just asking for any message from Spirit, 8/31/83.
Venalee, I'm made aware of the angels with you. I feel as if you've been spending a lot of time talking to the angels, spending quality time with the angels. They've been prompting you. I'm feeling like the universe, the angels have been trying to give you messages outside in nature, getting your attention, Venalee. I see a lot of growth around you spiritually. This is a big spiritual awakening time for you. And Venalee, you are open for new ideas and connectivity to expression with God, with the angels. And this desire to be closer to Source God, the desire to be closer to angels, this push to maybe question some things in spirituality is actually going to open you up to become a greater manifester in your life. And you make so many people feel so comfortable, Venalee, that I know that this up-leveling in your spiritual connection is going to help you share more love into the world and find more emotional contentment within yourself, learning to love yourself through the connection with the angels and with God. Thank you, Venalee. That's what the angels want you to know. Thank you for your Facebook question. I'm just going to take a little sip of water here. Who else do we have going on here?
Water is good. 3/5/89. We have Brianna Gazvoda. She's going through a lot of transitioning. Any messages about that and about potential love in the future?
Brianna, you know what you're doing is you are tapping into who you are, and you're a little bit all over the place, and that's okay. I know you're just like jumping from thing to thing, but you're learning to love all the aspects of you, your creativity, your humor, your directness, your ability to multitask. You're like the multitask queen. And the more you love you, the more you're going to bring in forth this partner that I see coming. I see you've gotten some ideas, a little taste of what love is like with some of the people that you feel comfortable with from the past. Now we're ready to have a different love relationship, a different love experience. And as you embrace that love experience, what I do see coming for you is that the next 3 months you try a lot of different things. I feel like we might even, I don't know, I feel like there's a move for you. I feel like you're going to be trying new things. I see a lot of photography around you. I see a lot of colors. I see a lot of creative, artistic expression. So I want you to feel like you're a little bit all over the place, because it's going to help you fine-tune what really, really makes you happy, Brianna. And from a happy place, happiness and content with life, you're going to attract a happier, more content life partner that's going to balance you out. So thank you, Brianna, for your Facebook question.
Okay, next we have Scooby Pagan, 10/23/96. What can you say about going forward?
Scooby Pagan. I like that name. Okay. 10/23. Scooby Pagan, I don't know if we're entertaining relocation or a transfer of some kind, but I feel like there's a change that has to happen for you. Moving forward, I feel like we have almost all our ducks in the row, but we're not quite on track. I'm feeling like there might be a test, a certification, something that you're going to entertain doing in the next short time, less than a year, so that moving forward you have everything in place for career. But I also feel this very free, etheric, fairy-like energy with you, which makes me feel as if we can't quite stick you, Scooby Pagan, in a lot of strict, constrictive, construct kind of box-like experience. You need to explore your creativity. You need to move forward with freedom. There's like a gypsy spirit with you that makes me feel like some travel would do you good, some studies in somewhere different environment to really bring the full package. You're very, very creative. You're very, very connected to the energy of the universe. But I also feel like there's more study or something next that will really plant you a strong foundation for career that I see coming in the next 2 years. So moving forward, I feel like there's more pieces to put in place so that all your ducks will be in a row for you. If you have something else you need to ask me, Scooby Pagan, I'm going to say, give me a message in the Facebook Messenger. I also feel like you're navigating something and there's uncertainty there. And I'd like to have a little direct question and banter in the Facebook Messenger. Go ahead and leave that for me in the Facebook Messenger. And when I get a minute, I will get to it. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here?
We have Roger Flores. Hi, Sarah. What does Spirit say for me today? 5/17/88.
First of all, you've done great work, Roger Flores. You seem much more settled, much more content with who you are as a person. Angels want you to know that you're fully supported. And I feel like you're getting ready to, you're actually continuing and getting ready to make more changes in your life because you're still trying to find that perfect career, work, life balance. You will continue to up level. I feel that February of next year, which I can't believe I'm talking, Roger Flores, about 2019, I feel like you're more in place with everything and you finally feel like you've put your feet on solid ground. I know you've been working towards that. Spirit gives me the number 2, makes me feel like it's past 2 years. We've been doing a lot of work towards that. And this is going to be a very powerful time for you as you get ready to put yourself on solid ground. Look for mentorship, look for someone to kind of give you some good ideas, coach you. I feel like someone's going to step in your path that's going to kind of help some of the ideas click and help you implement some ideas for yourself so that you build a strong foundation for career for yourself. Thank you so much, Roger Flores, for your Facebook question.
Next, we have Dominique Borhel. She says, hello, beautiful Sarah. I was wondering if Spirit has a message for me today. I feel like this is a time for transformation. 4/21/92.
It is a time, Dominique, for transformation. This is a time for you to really work on being in tune with your angels. I do hope you're going to join us for our angel class on Tuesday, September 25th. I feel that you're very strongly connected to the angels and that you are learning to trust your own intuition, and you're also learning how to draw boundaries and say no when you don't want to do something. As you move forward in these next few months, Dominique, pay attention to some of the guidance that you get from other people and really listen, because I know sometimes it's hard for you to hear someone's suggestion when it's so different from how you imagine life is going to be. But be open to that, because even if someone suggests something that you're not really open to do, in their suggestion you may get an idea as to how you can do what you want to do. So don't view all opinions that or suggestions that are different than what Dominique has in her mind as all bad or all wrong, because everyone is bringing a bit of knowledge, and you've become good and strong at drawing those boundaries, so you know when you don't want to do what everybody wants you to do. So it's all good, Dominique. Just trust that everything's going to come together perfectly for you and in the perfect time. And I do see relationship coming for you, Dominique, so I do hope you're getting ready for that. Thank you, Dominique, for your Facebook question.
Next, we have Ulaman Angel. She's asking, will my partner move to another company or will he stay with his same job? 7/14/81.
You know, I want to go back to Dulce Candy. She says, thank you so much. I'm right about the days and the lease. So thank you, Candy, for the confirmation. When we were describing, she asked the question, am I going to get a house? And we were giving the timeline. And thank you, Dulce. I love when I get confirmation from all of you or some feedback on something we've said. Remember, we're taking it from a very big brush stroke that Spirit presents to me. In a millisecond, we're kind of giving you the information that you need. And of course, if we were sitting together or speaking on the phone and had a little bit more time, we would be able to fine-tune some of this information for you and really get into a lot of the specificity. But I'm happy to be of service and give you all the guidance that I can. Okay, Alaman Angel, yes. You know what I feel like? That's so cute. We have a cat running outside the door of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. He ran by. I was like, what was that? And now we have a cat running by again. It's the same cat. I got a cat running laps outside of the Expedito Enlightenment Center, everyone. Let's see, Alaman Angel, let me see. I've got your partner at another company, or will he stay with his same job? You know, Alaman Angel, I feel like your partner's been, I'm going to use the word fighting, struggling at his current job to get recognized, to get what he wants. He's not quite where he wants to be in the communication and the organization. I don't feel him leaving yet, but I do feel a leave. In other words, for now it's a good thing because he's worked hard and he's hoping that they're going to recognize him. He's hoping that he's going to be able to grow there. But I feel like the company is not very supportive of their employees and does not always support talent and offer all the opportunities of growth and increase in finances. And I feel like if the dynamics of the personalities and the organization don't make a shift, then your partner will be leaving and getting another job. But for now, I see them staying put. All right, Angel Alaman, thank you so much for your Facebook question. Oh, thank you, Lydia. I'm so glad that you appreciate us. I do appreciate my team. Everyone, say thank you to Helena. Thank you to Tony, who's on the Expedito Enlightenment Center. We are very, very happy that we have everyone who supports us in the work that we do to assist all of you and the journey of life. So thank you so much for joining us. Who else has a Facebook question for us?
We have Miss Becky Garcia. She's asking, do you see anything for me? 12-3-71.
12-3-71. Becky, I feel like you've been kind of down the past 2 months. I feel like there's been disappointment, heaviness in the heart. I feel like there's an uplifting in emotions and personality. You're a little lighter spirit coming for you. I'm made aware, Becky, that friends, family, you've had a lot of attention on things going on in friends and family and responsibilities. And this month of November that I see coming up around the Thanksgiving time, I see a lot of reason for you to be grateful. They make me feel like there's an increase or a shift in the financial picture of the family and some of the, I'm going to use the word health issues that are going on in the households. I don't know that I place that with you as much, Becky, as I place it with maybe people near and dear to you, that some of the health issues have subsided, so we're able to just relax and truly enjoy the Thanksgiving holidays. So, Becky, keep hanging in there. I know you've been feeling a little out of sorts. You're going to feel much stronger and much more at peace in the months to come. Thank you so much, Becky Garcia, for your Facebook questions. You know, I have so much fun here with all of you here on Facebook, and I do hope that you join us this Wednesday night on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, 1100 AM in Atlanta. Right here on Facebook, you can watch the radio show. We're going to be talking this Wednesday night. The Spirit's prompting me to talk about challenges and obstacles and victories over obstacles and how we can turn something that's seemingly blocking us and preventing us from moving forward. If you know someone who's struggling with things in their life and you want them to be able to make a victory out of something that maybe is making them feel like a victim, then this Wednesday night we're answering your questions as to how to best overcome some of the obstacles, the conditions, the circumstances that happen in life that make us all feel stuck, like out of control. Like, how am I going to get from where I am to where I want to be? And it seems insurmountable. And I know many of you looking on Facebook and listening to this, that you know exactly what I'm talking about, that sometimes it appears to be just so, and how can I see it or envision it differently when there's a gosh darn obstacle right in front of me, Sarah? How do I get from where I am now over this mountain to get to what I want? And well, Spirit has messages as to how to use that mountain, that block, that obstacle as your stepping stone to greatness. So if you are ready, as we're getting ready to close this 2018 year, if you're ready to claim your greatness and use that obstacle, that block as your step up to your greatness, then I do hope you join me this Wednesday night from 5 to 8 p.m. And remember, if you missed some of it, it's always saved on Facebook, and you can always go back and catch what you didn't get to hear. But we're going to be answering questions as to how to overcome obstacles and how to create in spite of the appearances of what are right in front of you. You've got a challenge, Spirit's got a solution. You've got a challenge and you're feeling down and weighted, we've got a way to raise you up. You know, there's that song, you raise me up so I can stand on mountains, right? We want to raise you up. We want to raise you higher than you've ever been. And this Wednesday night, what is the date? I don't even know. I think the 19th? I was going to say 5. Oh my God. September 19th, 9/19/18. We are going to be raising you up over those obstacles and teaching you how to step into your greatness and answering your questions no matter what the obstacle, whether it's an illness, whether it's a family circumstance or condition, whether it's a financial crisis. We are going to position you to make the shift. Are you in? Raise your hand in the feed. Let me know if you're in this Wednesday, because I would love to have you join me this Wednesday, 5 to 8 p.m. right here on Facebook, or you can listen on your iHeart Radio app or your TuneIn app. Just simply put in WWNN and it'll pop up and you'll be tuning into me, Sarah Spiritual. We've got some great things coming up. I hope that you visit me at SarahSpiritual.com and learn more about what we're offering. We've got a metaphysical day coming up on October 7th, free to public. So I do hope you're coming right here and sharing in our metaphysical day. I've got my angel class on September 25th. It is going to be broadcasted live. It's an online and in-person class. So if you're not local, that's okay. You can still take the class. Visit SarahSpiritual.com. And I'm coming to Fort Lauderdale. Yes, the Spiritual Person's Survival Guide as to how to stay protected and manifest. That's our class on the 23rd. That's this Sunday. It's not even next Sunday. A week from today, I'm going to be at the Metaphysical Chapel in South Florida. So I'd love to see you there and share some of the insight on spiritual protection. You know, we're getting ready to wind down. Let's just take a couple more questions before we get ready to sign off. Let's see how many more questions we can take here in the Facebook feed. Are we ready? Come on, Helena, let's go. Let's get some more questions answered.
All right, I got one from Mariana Carey. Hi, Sarah. Any messages? October 5th, 1966.
Mariana, it's a great time of expansion. You know, I do know that you've got a lot of travel ahead of you. I know that you are trying to be true to yourself. I also feel that some of the things you need to have in place financially, they're not quite all falling into place yet. But Spirit is telling me to tell you, don't worry, everything's going to line up perfectly. You're going to be able to accomplish everything that you desire, and you're going to continue to make shifts and changes so that you and your family, your children, can have a better experience, and that you can enjoy your own personal satisfaction and joy within yourself. The angels are supporting you, Mariana Carey. I've got Archangel Michael right by your side, and keep keeping on. You're doing a great job, Mariana Carey. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. Who else has a Facebook question? I saw something from Francis, do we have Francis
Let me look here.
Delgado? I think she was asking me something about her son. Hi, Rose. I see Rose there. You know what? I think I remember the question, Francis, so hopefully I will quote the question perfectly for you, Francis. I think you asked me, your son got a job, which I think Spirit said that he was going to get a job in one of our past Facebook feeds, Francis, so thank you so much. I thank you for following the Facebook feed. I really appreciate these Sunday Fundays and our radio show feeds that you're a part of. And you're asking if your son's going to be able to keep the job. You know what? I do see him holding his own at the job. I know that sometimes your son doesn't always feel like he fits in. But Francis, I do feel right now that his job should stay sustained. So we're going to hold that space that the job that your son just got, that he gets to keep his job. All right, thank you, Francis. Let's try to look at the glass half full, not half empty. Stop worrying, Mom. Your son's going to be just fine. Who else has a Facebook question?
We have Tina Brawley Sparks. She's asking, are there any messages from my dad for me? 12/19/31.
You know, Tina, I feel as if your father in spirit has been very close to you lately. He's been on your mind. I don't know if there's an anniversary, a passing anniversary that's coming up right now or right around August, September, October. Whatever that energy is, I feel he's very drawn to you. I feel he's also giving you support in the concerns that you have for family, concerns you have for your mother. Know that your dad is with you, supporting you, very much around you. And if there's a family disagreement going on, or not everybody seeing eye to eye is what Spirit makes me feel, whatever, and if it hasn't happened yet, it may come. Your father's making me feel like it's going to be okay. So maybe you don't have to worry about fixing it or being the referee. Let it play out. It's going to be okay. I hope that's of assistance to you, Tina. Thank you so much for your Facebook question.
Working on pulling one up
All
here.
right, and I thank Alaman Angel. She says, "Thank you, Sarah. You've always been right in anything I ask you." So thank you, Alaman Angel, for that feedback. You know, it's a great honor, everyone, to be of service to you here on Facebook. You know, I know that we can't always all be in the same place at the same time. I know that life sometimes presents challenges. And, you know, if it wasn't for the kindness of strangers, I don't know where I would be. So I often look at this as an opportunity to be that kind stranger for you. I mean, of course, now we've all formed relationships here on Facebook, and we've been connecting, and many of you have been following me, and those of you who are new to the Facebook feed, or new to our Sunday Funday, or new to my radio show, you know, we support each other here, and everyone holds the space of kindness. I love when I look on Facebook and I see you talking to each other and saying, yes, I'm rooting for you, or don't worry, I'm praying for you too. I love that we've built community here, because together, where two or more of us are gathered, we can do and create anything. So I am so grateful for all of you sharing in this experience with me and being a part of this, because together we can help each other navigate life, and each one can reach one, and we can all pay it forward. So thank you, and I really appreciate all the feedback. I see Stacy Joe, she says hi. Thank you, Stacy Joe. I know you're always following the feedback and taking my classes. Those of you who are looking for Stacy reminded me, if those of you who are looking for a way to really feel connected in different ways to Spirit, and looking for ways to manage your inner being and restore inner peace, and understanding, you know, who you are and what your purpose is, and what some of the learned behavior and the conditions of life have created within you, and how to break those patterns. Those of you who have questions about past lives, or even forgiveness in this life, well, I have a magnificent program that I have coming up. I've been doing this program since 2013. It's my apprentice program. And I do believe it's going to be put up on my website, if it's not already on my website, SarahSpiritual.com. But I have an apprentice program, and if you've never had the opportunity to study with me, many of my students, who you will ideally meet here at my metaphysical day, on October 7th, they took my apprentice program, and so many of them, their lives have changed. They have up-leveled in their current work jobs. Some of them have pulled away from their work careers, and they've been able to build their spiritual businesses, or learn to love themselves more and be of service to others, or have better relationships with family, or deepen their connection with spirit and their ability to get messages. Some of my students have formed spiritual businesses of reflexology, of past life regressions, jewelry, spiritual collections and candles and boxes. I have those who have pursued their healing arts, their Reiki, their different healing modalities. We have so many people who have stepped into their own. I have Stephanie Sasson, who's embraced her vegan lifestyle, and she's coaching others for that. I have Laura Harris, who's a personal life coach and personal training coach, and she helps people through Beachbody. Even Helena has expanded her ability to go out and meet other people and film pieces. We have one of our other students who had something she wanted to talk about and share with the world, and Helena was able to make that connection with her and filmed her documentary. So we're all growing and changing, and I sit here every day doing sessions and teaching and doing Facebook Live so that we all can shift together. You know, I'm proud to say that all of us have been changing. And Tina says, I love your apprentice program. I'll be doing it again. So many of us have grown. And sometimes when Spirit says, oh, Sarah, we're going to teach this topic, I'm like, well, who are you going to be talking to? Me or everybody in the class? They're going, you too, Sarah. So as I teach, I'm always learning. As I'm delivering the messages to all of you, even in manifestation, you know, whatever the message was that they gave us earlier today about how to create and collaborate and manifest the life we desire, I'm not just talking to you. I'm not talking to you or at you. I'm sharing with you, and as Spirit shares with me, I try these very same things that I'm sharing with you. I do them too. And I have bad days too, right? Because we're still human. We still have things we have to navigate. And just because I have a radio show and Facebook Live and I've got a business, it doesn't mean that every once in a while I don't have a special moment too where I'm like, holy crow, what are we going to do, Spirit? And they're like, come on, Sarah. And I have to re-navigate and restructure a thought pattern, or I have to restructure an emotion or something that I'm being faced with. We're all doing this together. And I don't know about you, but I put my pants on one leg at a time, my shoes on one foot at a time. So you and I, we're the same. We are all experiencing life and our way of interpreting it. And as we journey together, we can help each other. It's not to judge. No one's greater than another. We are all at different spots in our spiritual path because that's where we choose to be. That's where we're comfortable. And every once in a while, you need someone like me just nudging you, saying, come on, let's pick up the pace. You've got a great life ahead of you. So I hope that these Sunday Funday messages are of value to you and that you share this with other people. The more people that we can shift and change, the more people that we can have share their gifts and their love, the easier it's going to be to shift a world. One person can make a difference. But when we come together as community, you know, when we build our vibe tribe, we've got a vibe tribe going on our Wednesday night radio show. We've got a vibe tribe going on in our Sunday Funday messages. Together, we can make a difference. I want to thank you for sharing time and space with me here. We have had such a great Sunday Funday. I know we're getting ready to wind down. We've been on for just about 2 hours, and Spirit always kind of likes me to kind of cut it. It's Sunday. I know we've got a lot of people want to get ready to spend time with their families and get everyone ready for school, get ready for our work week. So whatever you're doing this week, whatever your intentions are, take a minute to be in gratitude. Take another minute to envision life as you want it. And when the obstacles or conditions appear that make you think, oh, how's that going to be? Say, you know what? I'm going to use this obstacle and condition as a leg up. I'm going to step up to my greatness. And I do hope that you join me this Wednesday night on iHeart Radio, on WWNN. Watch me here on Facebook and spread the love, everyone. Spread the love, because we can make the world a better place, and it begins with what you do with you. So when you choose to love you more, you have more love to give to the world. And the more self-love you have, the more contagious it becomes, and the easier it will be for us to have world peace, kindness to animals, kindness to our planet, kindness to each other. The easier it'll be for us to not be so critical to our own self and to other people. And the more we'll be able to quiet the comparing human conditioned mind that says that someone's greater than. We are all created by the same source God. That source, that spark is what's fueling you. And the fuel that is going to take you to your greatness is love. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me. Know that I love you from all the bottom of my heart, and the God in me honors the God in you. Thank you for being on this spiritual journey with me. Good night. Happy Sunday Funday. God bless you. And I am Sarah Spiritual.
Shines down upon me, and there's a light that brightens up my day. There's a light leading the way. Oh, there's a light. There's a light, there's a light that opens doors for everyone. Oh, there's a light that touches hearts. There's a light to open everyone to love. Help me hold the answer we are looking for. Help me open up another door of light. Oh, there's a light. Oh, there's a light. Open up in everyone. Can you feel it? There's a light to change the world. Won't you be a part of the light? Oh, love, it is the answer now, and we can see love grow. There's a light, there's a light that shines inside of me. Oh, there's a light, oh, there's a light that shines inside of you. There's a light in me and you. Oh, there's love. Love. the way. Oh, there's a light. There's a light. There's a light that